Don't you wish you had a technique that would allow you to remember whatever information you needed to know? This technique is called spaced repetition. It's an immensely powerful tool for remembering detailed information that you need to know for exams. Before learning about spaced repetition, it's important to understand how our brains work. In order for us to retain any information in our brain, we have to refresh it periodically with specific time intervals. For example, let's say you hear that Ottawa is the capital of Canada. If you're not using that information at all, you will likely forget about it after you finish listening to this or sometime later. However, if you continue to learn that Ottawa is the capital of Canada through text or explaining it back to yourself, you'll better retain this information over time. The Ebbinghaus forgetting curve hypothesizes the decline of memory retention in time. This curve shows how information is lost over time when there is no attempt to retain it. Here are some ways that you can maximize your studying and utilize spaced repetition. 1. Review your notes. Within 20 to 24 hours of the initial intake of information, make sure the information is written down in notes and that you have reviewed them for short-term retention. During the reviewing session, you want to read them but then look away and try to recall the most important points. Remember, there's a difference between rereading and recalling, so be certain you look away and pull from your memories. After a day, try to recall the information without using any of your notes as much. Try recalling when you're taking a walk or sitting down and relaxing. You can also increase your efficiency by creating flashcards of the main ideas and quizzing yourself on the concepts. 3. Recall the material again. After that, recall the material every 24 to 36 hours over the course of several days. They don't have to be lengthy study sessions. Try a recall session when you're standing in an elevator or waiting in line. You are still free to look at your notes or flashcards, but try recalling while working with those notes. The idea with this step is to ask yourself questions and to quiz yourself in order to retain and recall this information in your long-term memory. 4. Study it all over again. After several days have passed, take out your material and study it all over again. If this information is for a test, make sure that this is done within a week before the test. This allows your brain to reprocess concepts.